Welcome to IT Boost YouTube channel. Kotlin Android App Development. Lesson 1. Introduction and how to set up the development environment. Kotlin Android. Kotlin is a programming language that can run on JVM. Google has announced Kotlin as one of its officially supported programming languages in Android Studio. And the Android community is migrating at a pace from Java to Kotlin. Learning Android development is very easy, given that you know the right direction and correct steps. Of course, official Android developer provides a rich documentation and examples which are helpful in easing the Android app development. Kotlin Android tutorial. These Kotlin Android tutorials are targeted for beginners who are enthusiastic and about to write their first Android application or just playing around the basics of Android using Kotlin language. We shall also present you the capabilities and features provided by Android with examples and sample projects to make your Android application development easy and fun. So getting started. To get started with Android application development, we have to set up the development environment. So we have to install the Android Studio, which I have provided the link here. But before installing the Android Studio, we should have to install the JDK. So I'm going to show first how to install the JDK and after that how to install the Android Studio. To download the Android JDK, go to Google, type JDK 17 download, click the screen and select the operating system. According to the operating system, you have to download the JDK 17 version. So Windows 64, I'm selecting Windows 64-bit. The installer, we have to say, I'm selecting the installer, Windows 64-bit installer. So I'll select the Windows 64 installer. It's downloading. So it's take few minutes to download. So it's downloaded. You can click on the downloaded arrow key and click on show in folder. And you can right click the setup file and click open. So do the following steps. So it's take few minutes to install. Click close. So you have installed the JDK. To check the JDK if it is installed properly, go to CMD, open the command prompt and just type javac. If you get these options, the installation JDK installation is fine. So if the JDK installation is fine, right, if it is right, now we'll download the Android Studio. So in the Google search, type Android Studio. Click on the link. Click download Android Studio. Accept the agreement. So you have to click allow. Click on the allow if it is right. Click on the allow button. So it click keep. So it started to download. So it also take few minutes to download. I'll pause the video and after downloading I will show it to you. So the download completed. So click on the arrow where you downloaded there and click show in folder. And right click the file and click open to do the setup. So it's initializing the installation. Wait for a few seconds. So click next. Check the default everything, the Android Studio and Android virtual device. Click the default selection, click install. So it's started to install the Android Studio. This also take 1 or 2 minutes. It's finishing the installation mostly. Right, now it's completed. You can click on next. It depends, right? Now on I will untick this one and I'll click finish. Right, so now we have installed the Android Studio. So we will open that one. You have to do these steps. So first time you are going to open the Android Studio. So when you're opening first time, there also you have to do some configurations, right? So click on the all apps and click Android Studio. Right here it asks to migrate. If you can tick do not import the settings. So fresh installation. If sometimes asked to upgrade, any upgrade about the Kotlin, click upgrade. And right here there is asking, here see it's asking to upgrade the Kotlin. So click upgrade it or update it. So this also take a few seconds to update the Kotlin. Right, so you need to restart the application. So click restart the Android Studio. So the Android Studio will be restarted. So here it's restarting the Android Studio. Right, click next. Here you can select the standard, right? The standard, and click next. Here you can select the UI theme. So you can select regular or light. So I prefer light, that's up to you. I will select the light GUI interface. Click next. Right. So here you have to, this message will become, click finish. Right. Here also it's some process going on. In the first time it will goes on. So that's why I told you have to be patient when you're installing and when you're opening first time the Android Studio. You have to be patient and you have to wait until it will have to do all its configuration successfully, right? So not like other softwares, just installing, you have to be patiently wait and you have to do all the configuration on the initial opening of the software. Right, here it's completed. Right, the additional components of downloading. Right, here you can click new project, but before that you have to do another click. See where I'm clicking. Go to the Android SDK, right? And here all the API levels, right? All the APIs are better to, I suggest to tick all the API levels, right? It's mean the version. Here you can see Lollipop, Honeycomb, Jelly Bean, right? Right, from the oldest to newest. So you can do all the testings. So if you need, whenever you need. So I suggest, so in my case, I will tick everything, right? And click apply. So all the SDK will be installed. All API versions of SDK will be installed, right? So this is also very important, right? So if you don't like to select all the API, select the medium levels APIs. When you select the highest one also, that also will be, you can't do everything. When you go to the lowest one also, you can't do the newest one. So select the medium if you are going to select a few. So in my case, I selected all the APIs. So it will take time around, it will have to download it and have to be installed. So it will take around 4 GB. Right, it's downloaded. So as I mentioned, the SDK, all the SDK API versions will be more than 4 GB. So it's take time. I post the video and I showing that one. So it will done by, for me, it seems like quick, right? Anyhow, you have to wait, and after finishing, you can close the Android. So I also close the Android. I'll click start all apps and I'll click the Android Studio. So when you're opening first time, it will take time to open, right? If you are opening, in my case, I am not opening first time, right? So the start screen also will be little bit different. Right. So here I will click new project. So when you click new project, here you have to select your activity. So activity is the interface of your app, right? So like a page in your phone, simply word we can say, in your phone, the page, each and every screen or each and every page, we call here activity. So there are some activity. So initial stage, in the initial stage, I will select the empty activity, and here also you can select the templates. If you are developing for the phone and tablet, you can select. If you are selecting for the warehouse, you can select this one. If you are selecting for Android TV, you can select this one. If you are developing for Android MotoV, you can select this one. So I will select the phone and tablet, and I will select the empty activity. It's an empty page, like an empty page. We call here activity. Each and every screen or each and every page in your app, we call activity, right? Keep in mind, right? So here I will select empty activity and I will click next, and I will give the application name. So I will say app1. The app1, you can give any name, app1. Right here, the package name, it will come default. You can select a location where you are going to save, right? Here in my, you can click here browse. If you want, I'll click here browse. You can select your path, so where you are going to save. So I'll keep the default C users, right? This is the app one. The language, if you want, you can select Java also. So we are going to develop with Kotlin, so I'll select Kotlin. Here see the minimum SDK. This is the one we downloaded. Minimum SDK. What is your minimum compatible SDK? So here you have the from the 4.1 Jelly Bean 4.2, right? So the API 31 is Android 12s, right? But see the device, we have to think this one also. When you select the minimum SDK API, the device will be run in 1% because this is the newest one. So better to select the intermediate one or the lowest one. So I will select, I will select the Jelly Bean, 4.1 Jelly Bean, right? I'll select 4.4 KitKat, whatever you are. So I'll select 4.4 KitKat, right? Keep in mind, I'll go, right? So here it supports 98.1% devices, right? So I'll select Android KitKat 4.4, Android KitKat, and I'll click finish, minimum SDK, right? I'll click finish. So first time for you, it will take, right, to open, it will take here, in my case also here. For you, it will take more time, right, rather than me on, right, the first time. So you have to be patient. So more than my time, right? It will take time for the first time, later it will come. So here also it will take a few times for me also. Here you can notice, see my mouse, the Gradle build still going on. So until it will completed, you have to wait. So until that one, I will explain. It's still loading. I'll explain the experience. Here you have the main activity.kt Kotlin file. This is the Kotlin file, main activity. See the file name, main activity. Here the activity main XML file. Here the activity file, XML file. The XML is used to develop our user interface of the app, right? So the user interface of the app will be developed using the XML, and our programming logics and the operations will be done in the main activity Kotlin file, right? So, and see the name here, main activity.kt, right? If the, and others, so the XML file will be other side, activity main, and all are in lowercase. Notice that one, right? For example, if you give a name, if you are going to write, in this case I didn't name that one. If you are going to name it my app, just the my app, right? My app. So here main activity, see main activity, my app. If I name it my app, for example, I will type in that one in the notepad. If I type my app, right? Not to confuse, my app. For the Kotlin file, the XML file will be appmy, like this. See the pattern here also, right? So this will be like this. You have to put capital, like, right? Each and every word should be start my app, right? .kt Kotlin. This will be XML. So this is the file name pattern. Will be, see this one, right? Right. So now here see it's everything loaded. Here you have this XML file. So in the XML file, so first time you will take time to load, right? So you have to be patient, right? And here you have the design. This is the design window, and you can go to the code window. I'll go to the code window. I'll prefer the code window. Here in the design window, you can drag and design. Here in the code window, here you have a hello, right? Here, hello world. If you want, you can zoom the window here. Here you can zoom the interface. It will be hello world, right? We are not going to develop, right? We'll see. This is the program just to displaying a text view. Here you have the code view, right? Design view, right? So just we see how to run this program. So we have to set up a virtual device. That is important. Because the virtual device, so what I am here using the Windows operating system. If it is a Android, you have to be run in the Android operating system. So I have to create a virtual device. So here you have to click here and click AVD Manager, Android Virtual Device, AVD Manager. Click on the AVD Manager. Create a virtual device. Right, and here you can select your device. What is the phone, right? It's the phone, right? So I'll select Pixel 2, 5 inches in this resolution, right? It's a phone. If it is a TV, you can select TV. In my case, I'll select phone, and I'll click next. And here, if it is not downloaded, you have to download it. So I have KitKat. If it is not downloaded, right? So it's Nougat. It's greater than the KitKat, so no problem. If you didn't download, you have to select, mostly it won't be downloaded, the image file. You have to click download. Yeah, I click download. It started to download that particular device. It's mean Nougat, right? Nougat 25, right? The API level 25, right? What is the device you are going to use? You have to download it. So I'll cancel that one because it's already, I have a Nougat 24 API level, right? And I'll click next. Here you can give a device name. I'll say my device. That's up to you, right? My device, phone, or whatever you want. You can give a name, right? If you want to view in landscaping, you can click. I'll select the portrait, and I'll click finish. So creating Android virtual device, wait for a few minutes. Now here it's created. Now close the window, this one. Now here my device phone is come. If you have created more than one, you can select my device and click this one, run the app. Right, run the app. So here it said Gradle build running. So this also the first time you should be patient. First time you are going to run your virtual device. So to load the virtual device, you should have to be patient until it starts. So why we are at that time it's loading, I can explain why we are creating this virtual device, the operating system. In our case, this is a Windows, so we have to run that one in our Android, different operating system. That's why we are creating a virtual device to test our program. So here our program is just to display hello world. Right here, this is your virtual device. Wait until it start here. You can notice here Gradle build running. Right here it's the message come Gradle in invocation finish, 0 errors. If any errors, give the errors. But here waiting for target device come online. So for that one also you have to wait. First time it will take time for the software opening. To when you're opening the Android Studio, it will take time. When you create a virtual device, it will take time for the first time, right? So here it's the phone virtual device is started. Wait, don't click anywhere. It's automatically start the app here. Hello world. Here the hello world. This is the one. So this is the way to set up the virtual device, right? So click as usual. You can click the back. Here you will get the option. You can click on the apps. You can click this one. Click on these apps. Here you can see where I here app 1. I name app 1 here. This is the one. When you click that one, it will open hello world. Just right. So create your virtual device. So why I didn't create any program? We have to configure the virtual device first. So you have to configure your virtual device and it should be make it up like this. Right. After that, you can close or you can stop this one. Right. Right. If you are going to develop another program, just minimize the virtual device because every time when you're opening, it will take time. Right. If you are going to finish everything, you can close this virtual device. And after that, you can close your Android Studio also. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and learned how to install the Android Studio and how to set up the development environment. If you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe our channel to get the coming lessons.